Welcome to King's Realm, and you know we gotta talk about how garbage the Falcons are and how they played today. But today's episode, we're gonna talk about Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks and how they look during the preseason. Yo, I don't know. This season for the Hawks, I just don't know. Let's get into the show. Hey, yo, Ace, do your thing, bro. The King is back, and I got something to say. Welcome to my Atlanta Sports Podcast. Sorry, y'all, brain fart. You know what to do. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to the channel. So we're going to start off with the Falcons. Yeah, I know they suck. But being up 17-0 at the start of this game, well, at the end of halftime, and then letting them rally and score 31 on you, it's just typical Falcons. Like, at this point, you should be numb to this. Hit me up in the comment section about how you feel about the Falcons. But I'm numb to this. I'm just ready. This defense just shows why we need Minka Parsons. Minka Parsons should be the Atlanta Falcons' first pick. If he's not, I'm going to be mad. I know we need O lineman and D lineman, but Minka Parsons is the person we need, in my opinion. So let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about the game. I'm over it. But these Hawks, yo, I think these Hawks are going to be really good. Let's talk about the first game. So they lost to the Grizzlies 128-106. So when you look at it, DeAndre Hunter had 22 points. He had the high. Trae Young had 15. Clint Capella had 13 and 9. Cam Reddish had 12. So when you look at this team, it's like, all right, if it's last year, it was a case of if Trae Young is not scoring, then pretty much nobody else on the team is going to score. But this team has a lot of talent on the bench. Trae Young is not the focal point of this. He's the focal point of this team, but he is not the only scorer on this team. And then in the second game, that was showed. The first game, it was just a bad shooting night. Just a bad shooting night. 38% field goal percentage and 28% from three. So it was just it wasn't a good shooting night for the Hawks. And when the third quarter, they was 28%, sorry. So with them being 28% in the third quarter, it shows that it was just a bad shooting night. Good shooting teams have these nights. They just have to find a way to not have these nights consistently. They can't have back-to-back nights where they shoot poorly. Trae Young in this game was 4 for 15 and 2 for 8 from 3. So I think Trae Young is one of those players who can cut it on at any point. He know when the season starts, he can cut it on. But I would like to see him have a good preseason game. He had one this year, but I would like to see him have like 2 in a row, which he hasn't done this season. So when you look at stuff like that, it's pretty much bad shooting night. Couldn't score in the third quarter. Sound like the Falcons, who couldn't stop nobody in the third quarter this Sunday. So game 2, Hawks won. Now, if you was watching this game, you thought it was over at the beginning of the fourth. A lot of people did. I'm pretty sure a lot of people tuned out. Let me know in the comment section if you tuned out at the fourth quarter. I'm going to be honest with you. I tuned out at the third quarter. I thought this game was over. So I was just putting the backups in. But I realized in this game that our backups are really good. They can score points. So when you look at the stats, you got Gallinari who led the way with 19 points. Cam Reddish had 18. Kevin Huerter had 16. And then John Collins had 15. My boy Cam is balling. He balled in the fourth. Gallinari balled. Our team is balling. My boy Cam is balling. I know we're gonna have some people in here be like, oh, what about DeAndre Hunter? I like DeAndre Hunter. Don't get me wrong. He is great. I'm just a Duke fan, and Cam Reddish, I think he's going to be better. So I'm a little biased. But when you look at this game was never out of the Hawks' reach. It was real close the whole time. The Hawks would get into like get it within 6, and then they would just lose the lead again. But in the fourth quarter, they found a way to win the lead. They didn't get their first lead until it was 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So first lead was at 111, 109, which is good. And during that time, Trae Young was fouled out in the fourth. Trae Young fouled out in the fourth with 8 minutes left. And then Bogey took over. He had 10 points and 7 assists. He played point guard. That was one of those looks that I really enjoyed from the Atlanta Hawks. That Bogey look was something I really enjoyed, him playing point guard. Not only can Rondo play point guard, but I think Bogey should be the third option and not Kevin Huerter. No disrespect to Kevin. I like Kevin Huerter, but I think that Bogey's a better point guard fit when Trae Young is out or he gets fouled out, anything of that nature. So I think that was good fit and good. Lloyd Pierce, kudos to Lloyd Pierce for doing that. So preseason is over, man. It's time to ball. Lights come on. First game, December 23rd. It's time to play basketball. And I don't want to hear nothing. I've already made my state on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Kings Realm ATL. Follow Fila Sports Podcast on Twitter. Make sure y'all follow those. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. But I've already said on Twitter that I think the teams that didn't play in the bubble are going to be slow at the beginning of the season, and they're going to get hot late. So with that being said, I don't think the Hawks are going to be one of those teams that are hot early. They're going to get hot late. I think this is going to be an 8-7 seed team going into the playoffs. The reason I'm changing my prediction is because, like I said, I think they're going to be slow early. And don't be surprised if they are 9th, and they miss the playoffs by like 2 games. Just because I don't see them starting hot like the bubble teams. And then when you have teams like Memphis who play good defense, it's going to be some games in there where you got to see Memphis again, December 26th. So second game of the season, you could easily come out 1-1 because you play the Bulls and the Grizzlies, and those are both away games. So you can easily come out going into your third game 1-1. So I have the Hawks pretty much going 7 or 8 in the playoff hunt. I wouldn't be shocked if they barely missed the playoffs this year, and then next year they was a bona fide playoff team. So with talking about the playoffs, preseason predictions for the Hawks, like I've already said, 7 or 8, and the brain fart, y'all. Sorry. So preseason finals. I'm trying to watch this game, man. It's KC and New Orleans game. Y'all know anybody playing New Orleans gotta win. You know, rise up all day, every day. But preseason NBA finals. I got Celtics, Lakers. I know I said this last year, but man, I just like what I see from the Celtics. And I like, well, LeBron is going to do his thing, and I'm pretty sure I don't see nobody in the West taking him out. I like Brooklyn. Somebody told me them about a sleeper. I like that. But I don't know if with Brooklyn, they're ready yet. The team looks good. I know KD is back. I understand that you got Kyrie and KD and they're supposed to ball. I understand. But the Celtics have been doing this and coming close for the last 3 years? Help me out in the comment sections. They've been coming close for like the last 3 years. Maybe 1 game here, 2 games, but they've been coming close. I think this is their year. Jason Tatum takes them over the top. It's going to be Jason Tatum. Don't be surprised if Jason Tatum is in the MVP hunt. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. It is going to happen. If it don't happen this year, it'll happen next year. When you look at the MVPs, don't be shocked if LeBron's not in the conversation. Don't be shocked if AD not in the conversation. Don't be shocked if Giannis is not in the conversation. I'm thinking people like KD, Jason Tatum, Trae Young, Dame Lillard. those are the people that I'm looking at in this MVP race. I know the names like LeBron and Giannis are gonna stand out. They're gonna do their thing. AD, but don't be shocked if a dark horse step out there and get this MVP. So, like I said, Celtics Lakers was my pick preseason, of course, preseason pick based on what I've seen from the preseason. Let me know in the comment section who y'all think is going to be in the NBA Finals. Another conversation I want to have with people. I seen something on Twitter about Ja Morant, Trae Young. I'm about to ruffle some feathers, so y'all get ready. I'm about to ruffle some feathers. The better point guard is Ja Morant. Yes, I said it. As a Hawks fan, who would I rather have? Trae Young. But the better overall point guard is Ja Morant. Let me tell you why. Ja Morant plays defense. Understood that Trae Young does play defense too, but Ja Morant plays better defense. He's more athletic. He doesn't have the shooting, but his defense makes up for that. He's very athletic. He can control the tempo of the game. He's also a okay mid-range shooter. So when you look at all that and you take Trae Young, he can shoot from deep, offensive dynamite, can score at will. Yes, understood. But sometimes you got to give respect where respect is due and tell somebody like, hey, his defense makes up for your shooting. Because if you're having a bad shooting night, he can't go out there and scrap nobody down. He's not about to go out there and use that effort to play defense. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Now, Ja Morant, on the other hand, if he's having a bad shooting night, guess what? He can go out there and put his efforts on defense and stop that opponent's point guard from scoring. Look at Trae Young. Look at it. If you look at his numbers, he was 2 for 13 from 3 playing the Memphis Grizzlies, 8 from 22 from the field. So those are over 2 games, and you look at that and you're like, wow, some of that is Ja Morant. Of course, they had other times, but some of that is Ja Morant and his defense and his willingness to be out there on the forefront and play defense. So that's my spiel, y'all. Man, I'm going to catch y'all tonight. Make sure y'all be there, 8:30. We talking to Reggie Kelly, former NFL tight end. Be there or be square. Jump back into this Chiefs game. You know I hope the Saints lose. I'll catch y'all tonight at 8:30. Ace, do your thing, bro. Peace.